He just keeps getting better. It's scary.
The long-awaited Junior album, because it's his third one, I guess. Don't they even call it that?
Yeah.
Didn't want to waste any time. This is currently Saturday, so it's 2 days after the release. So whenever y'all get this, just know I at least filmed it 2 days after. I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer, man. We're going to get straight into this one. Let's get it.
Crossover Media.
This is God's plan, he said it to me. An angel either side of my bed in a dream, singing, you don't know what you're yet to achieve, and you're destined for some shit you would never believe. Now the garden same size as Adam and Eve's. I got trees, a forest, you better believe. For the bass and the treble, I treble the fee. I can't wish my ex the best, she would end up with me. How can I sleep when there's money to get with a team? I'm from the south where they struggle with saying your name, but it's easy when pronouncing you dead on the scene. So when you see me on these stages stepping in clean, I hope
You know it's history.
Some said they can't pronounce your name, but they pronounce you dead on the scene. That's just a Dave thing to say. Like that word flip. And this like gospel song. It's very on brand with the title and the visual of the cover art. So I'm happy about that. That was one of my concerns. I'm like, please just let this make sense. You know I get on artists for that. So from the very beginning, it's feeling on brand. I hope he keeps that consistency.
and when they talk on my name in this country, they gon' tell you that I'm already a legend. Strut them that I'm repping, clean stepping. Bro, you need to forget it. Fuck eco-friendly, my car eco-aggressive. And my ego aggressive, you better leave me a message. Yeah, you done it for a year, but that ain't impressive. I give a fuck about success if it ain't successive, that ain't.
Pulling it.
Done it for a year, but that ain't impressive.
He cut your ass in cursive. Like, yeah, you done it for a year. It wasn't impressive. Dot.
It don't matter if she pretty and petite. If she ain't beat, she can't even kiss me on the cheek. Mom said never build a house on sand, but I don't think I listen, cause the villas by the beach. And I did it off a beats, I just rip it and I screech. Anytime you see my niggas in the streets.
You know it's history.
Okay.
It was fun for a while, but history smiles on us now. On to something higher. And I'm holding on to a version of our lives where you're still mine. It's history.
I was waiting.
You know,
It's history?
the thing with Dave, right? Is that there are tracks where like he'll hit you with that like that gut punch, and you know exactly what to feel when you hear it. For this, is like I feel something,
But you don't know
but
what?
I don't know what yet. It's not like he's saying anything particularly sad. It's not like he's saying anything particularly boastful either. It's like he's just taking us on a wave of almost like this is the themes that I'm gonna be touching on. Like that's what I feel like. It feels like a real introductory paragraph to an essay. If he falls off that track, then the song's gonna lose me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
My mom told me what my name really means, and the powers just kicked in. Got me thinking back.
References. Skepta said that in
I was a young boy, mum told me what my name really means, and the power just kicked in.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, for those who say I don't catch bars, just suck your mother. I caught it.
My mum told me what my name really means, and the powers just kicked in. Got me thinking back to days when I was a victim, but this music gave me everything I needed in marriage. I can't speak sideways on Grime, jungle or garage, when I know there's the reason we managed to make. Yeah, and I'm coming from the south of the river where the sky is black. If not for the history that we made, they wouldn't like rap. Niggas trying to water down, I think it's time to fight back. For 70 hours I've been stepping with powers, and it's definitely ours. It's time. You mention my name, but I know that you're playing with pepper. You borrowed a mill and I told it to pay me.
I feel like if there was any song to have secret features, it would have been this one. Just off of the fact that he's kind of kept, at least a little more towards the end, like the consistency and like the time references and the time themes, like having like one artist per generation. He has that throughout the project, but like that would have been like chef's kiss, icing on the cake, conceptually. If I had to say something. Yeah, I'm feeling this. This is a great way to start the project. He kept it consistent with the themes. I loved how when he started talking about the different genres, garage, grime, etc., there was a moment in there when they snuck back in the history, when they snuck back in the sample. And it finished the line.
Like even when he said that somebody would already say that I'm a legend, like it had the in the making right after. So it was almost like a boastful, humbling balance, right? Like he's delivering I'm a legend and the sample's like, well, in the making.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That was dope.
It feels like you sit in a studio and say, does this make sense? We love that.
Father, God forgive me. It's been a couple years and maybe more that I ain't prayed. Even longer, I ain't been to church, God, I'm ashamed. Embarrassed in my ways, but still I'm asking for your grace. Feel like I've been led astray by the drinking and the spirits that take me when I write. And the ladies in the night. Most people, they got demons, I got angels that I fight. Trying to save me from my plight. I pray I make it to the light. South London where we live. Built a guy that's 16 and I still feel that same range. Cause we'll getting older and he's...
One thing about Dave, he gonna let you know you're from South London. If you don't know Dave from South London at this point,
You're not listening.
you're not listening. Listen.
Stephanie, she lived at 14, and he lived at number 17, and I was number 12. When I used to think that if I skip church, I go to hell. So when they ask about grief and how it feels, I know it will. God, for anyone that's with us that can vouch, I pray for. Pray that I feel less lonely in this house I prayed for. I pray that. Yeah. With this cross that you bear on me, can you look after my mum? She probably used her last prayer on me. Can't let the devil in. There's repentance in the Bible. God remind my exodus. Feel like we was meant for this. Move mountains and boulders. We had the majors, well, parents getting older. May they never need a shoulder. I don't shit I can't condone. Wrote sermons on my own. I'm in church.
This is hella experimental. Like he's different pockets that I'm like listening to the music, but he's not like on the pockets that I would expect him to be on. It's like one little thing in there, one little thing in the beat that I'm not crazy about. I can't put my hand on how to describe the sound, but it's one of the sounds I'm not too crazy about in there. But this is really interesting. It's kind of almost giving me like a late 2010s Kanye kind of.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid saying it.
It is what it is. He's got to say
I know,
yeah.
but I try my best to not
make the
compare
comparisons.
them too much.
Yeah, but
literally
it's
the
there.
moment this track started, I was like, yeah, this got Kanye written all over it.
Yeah, they're definitely very Kanye coded.
Are you gonna write in my sins? Cause my nigga, he got cancer and I'm lying to his kids. God, I'm trying, but it hits me in my heart. I done lost so many niggas that's been with me from the start. Then I prayed for quick change and I ain't even tried fast. All I ever did was shattered glass, crucifixes on my chest. Prayed to purchase a protect for my church and cut a check. How am I trying to pray for Congo with these diamonds on my neck? As a father and as a son, pray that I can show him.
Nah, we had to pull back that whole section right there. We're just gonna pull it back. I heard everything. My ears work. I just don't want to point it out. Bastards.
As a father and as a son, pray that I can show him how to love a woman through his mum, because I never got the chance. And I just want the best for my 3 little nieces that I carry on my chest. I'm praying for my managers, I'm praying for their wives, because God knows that they're the ones that sacrifice their lives. I would have said their names, but God, you know who I mean. I'm praying for my brothers, God protect us on the streets. I had to steak a carbone and didn't pray before I eat. It's like I call you when I need you, when I don't, we don't speak. Ground rules for my niggas found schools back at Lambeth Town, who I helped him pray, but didn't know that it was on my downfall. So when I'm ice cold, with no blood is on my veins, numbers.
And now he's singing. Well, son said I helped him pray, but I didn't know it was on my downfall.
Nah, he does that. I don't know if that's just like a thing that's intentional now. Where like he'll take you on a thing that's a little cool for a little bit, and he just hits you, boom.
Yeah.
Every single time. It's like the 16th bar every time. Just
Yeah.
I'm just praying that my purpose can justify my pain. My mum used to creep in my room and put oil on the cross on my head, anoint me and probably read a verse like Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, and maybe Matthew 4. The word is my weapon tonight. If I can't pray for peace, then I just pray we win the war. It's been 26 years, I don't know what I'm fighting for. Or maybe it's a place to feel your everlasting light. In a world where kids that die get a second chance at life. Christ, I don't know what to say to you. I pray to you, forgive me for the days I had a reason to. And I ain't had faith in you. You did it for the sake of me. And how I've forsaken you, I prayed for you. Shoes and I used them to walk away from you. You made it out of drugs, swapped the pen for the needles. And I just found a different way to poison my people. You could say it's testimony that I'm telling them a story about how we selling them the devil, still giving God the glory. Can I pray?
Selling them death, powder paper.
I see man act cold and they all defrost. Even though I'm selling death, I still thought of God.
I don't know if these references are on purpose or if these people just have things that they all say, because he had the Skepta reference in the first song, selling them death. That probably isn't a Potter thing, but I know Potter for that. I've heard Potter say it several times. Even though I'm not religious, like at all, I can appreciate him not shying away from incorporating his faith into this music, because like one of the challenges I have with like gospel rappers or just like, I mean, honest, like some religious people in general, when they make it their whole identity to the point where it's like, they talk about it in ways that are just so obnoxious. He finds ways to say it, but not make it feel like it's consuming the whole song or consuming the whole bar. I think somebody also pointed out, apparently, that the whole boy who played the harp thing is a biblical reference. I don't know it, but I don't know it personally. I think somebody said it is a very specific scripture. I could be wrong, but I almost want to say it's not for me in a sense, but it's also another one of those songs where if for some reason it plays, I have to hear the whole project. I'm not going to play it as a one-off, but like I need to hear this in sequence, in context, and enjoy that whole just ambiance and mood and tone that the project seems to be setting. Even similarly to the first one, I kind of get what you're saying. Like, it's like I meant to feel something, but I don't know exactly what. Yeah. I feel like I'm about to get fake deep. This is probably not even the angle he was taking it. It almost has a purgatory kind of feeling in a sense of like, you know how he's talking about floating in and out between having faith, not having faith, like practicing but still doing sinful things, like just that back and forth kind of juxtaposition. The songs themselves almost kind of feel like I don't know which way to go, like a limbo. It's an extremely exaggerated, like kind of a stretch, but that's just the feeling that I'm getting as to like not really knowing which way to go. Like you're not heaven, you're not hell, you're just human. Yeah, it's just very middle.
In combination with the first track too, it's very Dave-esque with like it's vulnerable. He doesn't shy away from vulnerability. I feel like he's still kind of scratching the surface a little bit here compared to previous projects, which I'm not complaining about. Either, I'm just pointing out the difference. We're just getting a different side of his vulnerability here, where he's really talking more about his wrestle with his faith more than anything else, but it's still throwing tidbits of like those experiences that he's having. I just feel like in the past though, he throws more than a tidbit. Like he'd usually give you like, you're like, whoa. And then he still keeps you like, whoa, for like 4 more bars.
That gut punch that you're talking about, yeah.
No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper.
I figured once I saw the title, this artist we have to check out his project. This is talking very highly of him, Jim Legacy.
And I said,
go check my CV, hunting in her LV speedy. She got a BBL. If I put that chick on a BMX now, she really. I got it on me. If you see me, Amanda, me getting too touchy feely. Yeah, speaking freely, I left it behind. My people median.
life never show me the T's and C's.
Never show me the decency.
I know one like Alicia Keys. I've been haunting with no sleep.
Mom said back by the evening, please. We don't need them streets for the reason. South London, it's RIPs and freezing G's, and I can for my Jesus peace. There's
Weapons.
RIPs and freezing. Another. Oh, you want to reload it?
All the way.
Say no more.
What is this?
Yeah, it's calm. It's calm.
go check my CV. Hunting in her LV speedy. She got a BBL. If I put that chick on a BMX now, she really. I got it on me. If you see me, Amanda, me getting too touchy feely. Yeah, speaking freely, I left it behind. My people median.
Life never show me the T's and C's.
Never show me the decency.
I know one like Alicia Keys. I've been haunting with no sleep.
Mom said back by the evening, please. We don't need them streets for the reason. South London, it's RIPs and freezing G's, and I can for my Jesus peace. Then
Weapons. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's not for me? And I said,
I'm praying for more life, more money, more success, more stats for them, yeah. More platinum plaques for them. This didn't happen by accident. Any tongue that rise against me gonna fall, and that's why a man can't chat to them. Wait, I'm talking about minimum spend, rude boy, I'm trying to find out the maximum. Jot that down, been there so I can't pop that down. What you know about mum ain't got cash, so you gotta go shopping in lost and found. Slow down, rude boy, you don't know me. Cut through Southwest on a low key. Cordons on my estate, we doing carpool karaoke. I'm in the middle of the party, but I don't dance. In France, I got a sexy one trying to flirt and distract me from the righteous path.
I don't even want to pause it because it's just too good.
Yeah. This is
like
up there.
I don't want to pause it, but I have to.
This one up top boss, bro. This one is up
yeah.
there,
It's like, I'm just taking everything in because like everything about it is clean. The production is clean. The delivery is there's nothing to say. It's like the expression says it all. This song speaks for itself.
You know who would be good for him to link up? You haven't listened to that Friday album yet, right?
No.
Definitely listen to that when you get a chance. But like Friday, he's also one of those that like taps into his faith in his music. But like you said, like it's more like it's the tone, but it's not the identity of the music. And like the way that this feature is like really delivering those sounds, it sounds exactly how Friday would. But Friday has that more baritone voice that I think would add some balance to all the like light, airy sounds.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see that.
Jot that down, been there so I can't pop that down. What you know about mum ain't got cash, so you gotta go shopping in Lost and Found. Slow down, rude boy, you don't know me. Cut through Southwest on a low key.
Yeah, that's a Grime flow.
Cordons on my estate, we doing carpool karaoke. I'm in the middle of the party, but I don't dance. In France, God forgive me, I don't mean that. Let me face my Bible and sing my psalms. Can't let nobody read my palms. Ain't none of them pagan beliefs. I just wanna say that I built something I could give to my kids that I gave to my niece. So our name's on the lease, and my mum sees words of the prayers that we keep, and they sound like
weapons.
Yeah.
No weapon that we fashion against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper. What's left of me?
You know what's refreshing about this one too? So you know how we said in the last two tracks, kind of didn't know how to feel.
Yeah, I know. I
feel here.
Yeah,
like I feel like it's celebration of life. I feel like he's talking about the wrestles that he's having, but he's talking about overcoming them.
Yeah,
like he's winning the fight. But what's even more refreshing about this too is that you know how we poke at certain artists that we know can kind of dig deeper with some of the stories that they give us. Because, like, for example, Cinch, like, he'll give us a little taste of something, and they're like, oh, let me hear more about that. And then he just goes off to talk about his MX. Like, with this, that veer-off is working.
Yeah.
I don't think this track needs the whole, like, dig deep in my feelings and all my friends are locked up and a little touch of, like, you know, this is the things I'm going through, but this is where I'm at. Like, I feel good. I feel good. Like, I listen to this and I feel good.
Feel uplifted.
Yeah.
Like, even when those moments where he does kind of go from profound to ignorant, like I just said, like with the Sense thing, it still feels like it's on brand for what he's trying to communicate with the song.
Yeah.
Other times, just like, if you're gonna make an ignorant song, make an ignorant song, but don't make an ignorant song to give me a profound moment in the song. Like, this is meant, it feels like it's meant to be that.
Selling like K on the west side, just trying to graduate. I was backing up bitch on the east side, selling like K on the west side, just trying to graduate. I was backing up bitch with the weapons. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. My niggas had to take a risk and prosper.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
I can already see what the performing this live is going
Yo,
to look like.
what? With instruments and all? Wicked mod. I feel like UK music right now is in this phase where the road adjacents are having their time to shine. Drill had its moment. Road rap had its moment. Even like with Afroswing, a piece of it is like you're either very road adjacent or very like, no, I'm just here for vibes. Like this era of UK music right now, which I know a lot of people aren't really very fond of, the people that are getting their chance to shine are like the I could have been, but I went this way. And they're still talking about what could have been while still actively living the way that they're going and kind of showing the youth that, there's other ways to take your life. Like, it's now becoming cool to change your life.
That can be attributed to the reminder that we gave ourselves just a while ago too, that a lot of these artists are our peers. We experienced them as they were growing.
That's true.
So we're growing with them. And like as they're experiencing those new things, so are we.
Yeah.
And that's why it makes it so much easier to resonate with this stuff, because they're not losing their fan base, because we're still following them on this
growing
journey.
with them, yeah.
And then like when somebody comes in new and they're trying to do the thing that we saw like the other guy do 6 years ago, like the 14-year-olds aren't rocking with that. They're rocking with the other 14-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of where that disconnect is starting to happen too.
I agree.
Wag you on the 52nd floor just to take the piss. And somehow we've had to deal with higher stakes than this. You're the reason that I take the risk. Have me on your tour team. I studied you since I was 14. I wanna know what life is like in your days. We shared dreams. And even when we shared screens, I couldn't get no FaceTime. I got questions like, how'd you do it?
Oh, run it back. Come like, yo, I'm out here, cutlery and silverware in the background. Now I get it. It's a dinner table conversation. That's dope. Yo, nah, that's dope. So that's mad dope. I'm going home. Y'all not better than him, bro. Y'all not better than him. Y'all not. Y'all not. Like, I say all the time, like, when you think you're this, you're not this, bro. This is this. Like, the cutlery. What's T-Way when you need him?
I was thinking, this is scary. Don't do that. I was just thinking, I started singing this song on my mind. I didn't want to get the lyrics wrong.
Wank you on the 52nd floor just to take the piss. And somehow we've had to deal with higher stakes than this. You're the reason that I take the risk, have me on your tour team. I studied you since I was 14. I wanna know what life was like in your teens. We shared dreams.
Video for this.
And even when we shared screens, I couldn't get no FaceTime. I got questions like, how'd you do it? Do you have regrets? Like, what's your life like? See, mine was like the sun setting. Pray the moonshine, it's the prohibition, no ignition. Ran for 2 parties, it's the coalition. Rum and Red Bull, like Max Verstappen, but the race is different, taste is different. It's adult dances in my pole position, young as...
Again, I just had to point out the self-references. Rum and Red Bull, Culture Clash. He said he had another Rum and Red Bull reference in rolling this together.
I saw the red flags, I wouldn't want my child to grow in that. Rum and Red Bull, it's a culture clash.
Could just be because Rum and Red Bull is just a thing that people reference together, but I'm looking out for these things that I've heard him say before to see if there's any correlation or not.
Pray the moonshine, it's the prohibition, no ignition.
Moonshine,
Ran for 2 parties, it's the coalition. Rum and Red Bull, like Max Verstappen, but the race is different, taste is different. It's adult dances in my pole position. Young is dying like they saved the game and could reload the mission. Wearing jewelry, heard they plotting on me when I walk my...
Nah. Youngest dying like you just save the game and reload the mission. They're not taking their life seriously. Like, nah, ain't no runbacks. All right, this is gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those. And it's 6 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna be here. We're here for the long haul, folks. Even when he says like we shared screen, we didn't get FaceTime. Like we were both in Top Boy, but we didn't get a chance to actually.
Wag you on the 52nd floor just to take the piss.
Reload it again. We'll be here all night on this track. Yo, I'm telling you, intentionality is important. Y'all are not this.
Eating healthy, can't we trust our guts more than we trust our friends? Many frauds, lot of men fake, lot imitators, innovators. Take that shit to heart like defibrillators. Mothers shed tears and don't sleep for days, weep for days. And killers celebrate with ID parades. Then you got this C in our face, and it's pressure I inherited from you. It sounds funny, but it's true. I loved you on the big screen, but bro, I want you back. Cause what acting game with you, we done lost the
You got a lot of years ahead of you. Some years are worse than you and some are better you. If it's not positive, drop in the streets residue. But keep a piece of yourself when you're selling you. This game ain't for the throne and kings are checkable. It's too big a man.
Ooh, nah, that's one of those. I've been here for a minute. Keep a piece of yourself when you're selling you. When you are the brand, you gotta make sure you still hold something. Don't give him everything. That's one of the things that I think people don't really understand, dog, about being in the public sphere. Like, I ain't no famous person or nothing, but I'm out there more than others than the average. Like, this one young lady, she did a video talking about, like, she was going through something similar to what I went through. And, like, yeah, like, I didn't know, like, what to share, like, how much of me to give, like, what's to keep for myself versus what's content. Like, these are those little things that the average person living their life day to day, you don't have to navigate these thoughts. Like, you know, when you say, like, yo, this will make good vlog content, I'm just like, bro, I just want my life to be my life sometimes.
It's the truth that when you're in that space of being a performer, like, sometimes those lines start getting blurred. You know, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
facts.
Yeah.
Some years are worse than you and some are better you.
That was what
if it's
hit
not
me
positive,
about.
drop in the streets residue. But keep a piece of yourself when you're selling you. This game ain't for the throne and kings are checkable. It's to be a better you. Envy's inevitable. And please take pics with your friends, cause I'm telling you this industry attention will sever crews and a sick turns to an addiction of the jealous Jews. Then they diss you again like you ain't fed them food. But if you whip Collins front of desperate youths, you Chris and a Benz, then the devil's due. Them's the rules. You made it, laying it, this bit ain't new. But let's keep it true, you know you're reckless with protects and jewels. Flexers do what flexers do, and steppers do what steppers do. Beef, looking over your shoulder, if you time me turn keys bout. Turn the other cheek, must the man be the bigger man?
He's just dropping knowledge in bar format. He's like, I didn't even want to pause it because it's like, what are you about to say next? And this is that level of mastery, to be able to articulate so much with so little.
Y'all are not this.
You're not.
Whip Collins front of desperate youths, you Chris and a Benz, then the devil's due. Them's the rules. You made it, laying it, this bit ain't new. But let's keep it true. You know we're reckless with protects and jewels. Flexers do what flexers do, and steppers do what steppers do. Beef, looking over your shoulder every time we turn keys bout. Turn the other cheek, must the man be the bigger man? I know we strike the fire, but it's the master giants. These be guessing, take it on the chin. You're an Aston buyer, and I'm biased. But my generation, got the classic writers. Your gen, that's mostly your pen. You're the rap messiah, you and Simbi. Go grab the accolades that they would never give me. But that's the never story. I ain't goated for the glory. Couple trophies in my storage. Pour me, either the velo don't rate a man, so be it.
I had to say something too, because he mentioned how Dave is the rap messiah for his generation. Sometimes I have to wonder, like, for those big 3 generation rappers, like people who came out and like who emerged in those late 2010s, sometimes I wonder like how much pressure do they feel, like being, as you were talking about before, right? Like you're too old for the young, but you're too young for the old. Yeah. But like at the same time, they're what the old heads want too, right? Like they're still carrying the torch that they want this music to be. Like I wonder if they feel like that pressure of being like the last generation to really do this justice for real. Even though, yeah, we have people like Skepta, who's a legend, and you have people like Sench, who's a contemporary legend, right? Modern day. I still put Huss, Stormzy, and Dave in the big 3, the same how it was Drake, Kendrick, Cole, where it's like they all kind of represent slightly different facets of their generation, and you put them together and they embody the best of the whole, anything that anybody was doing good during their time, they did it the best.
That's a fact.
So it's like, I wonder sometimes like whether or not they feel that weight of only getting older and there's nobody to pass this on to for real.
The bigger man, I know we strike the fire, but it's the master giants. These be guessing, take it on the chin. You're an Aston buyer, and I'm biased. But my generation got the classic writers. Your gen, that's mostly your pen. You're the rap messiah, you and Simbi. Go grab the accolades that they would never give me. But that's the never story. I ain't goated for the glory. Couple trophies in my storage. Pour me, either the velo don't rate a man, so be it. I was in 03 on the mic, getting lordy. You think you would have flourished in my era at 140? It's quick to break your love with you. Swap knowledge, but sorry I didn't make no time. That catch Roxy, I watched your sound check that day. I saw promise. Then I came to your O2 show. I saw polish. But during all the pyrotechnics, I was pondering like, do you have family politics and problems? Can you ever see when you're just someone's wallet?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut it in the middle of the bar.
You're good, yeah.
But I appreciate so much of this because you only get to hear the mentees talk about the good things the mentors say to them. This is on record.
Yeah.
That's a different level of flowers. Like,
Word.
Dave can go back and play this song, be like, yo, Kano gave me my flowers through lyrics on my song, on my album. And Kano is listed as top 10 greatest of all time.
Yeah. He's one of those where I know we was having a conversation around, like, you're still trying to figure out, like, what is it about him? I think we have the unfortunate reality of like we're jumping into like the modern era of Kano, so we weren't there for those moments to understand the feeling of those moments. But one of the things that I have to give Kano his credit for, where you have spot like Red Street 2 was just bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. Spotty like Skepta was just straight swag. Like Kano has only continued to be like, to me, like the jeans and tracky kind of rapper. Like Retcha's kind of grown into the blazer and the bow tie kind of rapper. Skepta's kind of grown into the swaggy rapper. Kano has still stayed like the raincoat and jeans. But what I love about Kano is that he delivers indirect punchlines. Like, would you have flourished under 140? Like he's trying to say, would you have thrived in the grime era? Without saying, like, yeah, would you have made it in my time? Like, no, would you have flourished on 140? That's such a experienced way to say a very simple thing. And only somebody who's seasoned like Kano could do something like that.
That's a fact.
With the smoke when a cousinship turns rock, then make no time that catch Roxy. I watched your sound check that day, I saw promise. Then I came to your O2 show, I saw polish. But during all the pyrotechnics, I was pondering like, do you have family politics and problems? Can you ever see when you're just someone's wallet? Have you ever smelled when a cousinship turns rotten, Tommy? Do you ever hear from your brother and start sobbing, Tommy? Have you ever touched a million and felt office, Tommy? Have you ever tasted victory and didn't want it? Those 5 senses will make sense to true bosses. I've got a 6th sense for knowing it's truly from it. Bond Street Donny, I know what the same cloth is. I know what the game offers. Rains boffin, make offin. The sun shines on a leg and coffin. Legacy. Would
I had to pause it there. What this whole project is to me so far, and granted we're barely like halfway in, but it's like there's more to this than what y'all see.
Yo, facts.
Sensei, have you ever tasted victory and ain't won it? Granted, it's not to the degree that they have. Like, I understand that pressure. But like YouTube and social media, when you go viral, when you break, it's like you just keep wanting more. So you're either stuck in this vacuum of, if I get less than this, I've fallen off, but I can also end up being consumed by just wanting to continue to the point where you just reach a ceiling.
Yeah.
And it starts reaching like an inhumane, unethical desire to produce and consume after a certain point.
Would they remember me, Dave?
Well, I guess we don't know, that's why we wake up, go get it by ourselves. And I'd love to tell you yes, but bro, I question that myself. Health, wealth, happiness, all somebody really needs. And some water I could give to my seed. A heart cold like Courchevel, Chanel, tortoise shell glasses that I bought this girl called the world. Love, I can't seem to find it. This is shit I do for women, I don't even like them. Bro, I need some guidance.
Bro, I ain't no relationship advisor, but all of this defense won't make you striker. God loves a trier, David loves a liar, but even a
God loves a try, Fredo in the fire.
All my niggas just admire the fire. Bro, squeeze any mess, but we admire a trier. Finesse kid, you can never lie to a liar.
Probably wasn't on purpose, but
all of this defense won't make you striker. God loves a trier, David loves a liar, but even the harm's half a harm, so I could Cupid fire. Hey, where she from this time? Biggerton, bro. Every time I see you, new team, bro. Cause you don't date, you do a lingo.
Big bro, I don't know where you...
We don't date.
You do a lingo.
Big bro, I don't know where you got that info, but that wasn't me. I need that in record and you write. But still I love the game, it's enticing. I moved out west and it's nice, and these days we drive.
Lifestyle bougie. I used to push a silver Porsche with 2 seats. That a nice cozy baby seat to the SUV. You know I've been Nige and I never had a goosey. Fried plant.
Yo, I love this so much.
I know. And I love how it's becoming more back and forth conversational.
It's like, yo, I'm like picturing them like, they was probably at a podcast table. I could see them like at a table.
Just like actually looking at
writing
each other.
and like looking at each other like, what you gonna say here? Like, what you gonna say here? And then, yeah, but I want to say this and I'm gonna tell you. Like they worked on this together, and I could even see them like even in gestures, like talking back and forth and really starting to feel it. Like, yo, we really doing this right now.
Even in the voice inflections, like there's times when Dave does the thing where he does like this, and he goes and he like ups and downs the like, and just a song by himself is alright, cool, that's Dave's flow. But like in a conversation, it feels even more appropriate. Like it feels like natural voice inflection. Even just like for a video, like I could see it being like walk in, whatever, this down, put the thing, talk in, whatever, and then they check please, kind of like get it for the way to come get the, and then they walking out. Now they walking side by side up and down the street. Like I could visualize this for real. Yeah, this is dope.
Still I love the game, it's enticing. I moved out west and it's nice, and these days we drive.
Lifestyle bougie. I used to push a silver Porsche with 2 seats. That a nice cozy baby seat to the SUV. You know I've been Nige and I never had a goosey. Fried plantain.
You ain't at the pepper soup, G, and it's plantain, but trust me, that's some Gucci. I was in Jamaica having cow foot soup in the middle of Greenwich like I'm a real ghetto. You touch uptown Monday and my gillies on shoot. I don't fuck with the gang, just still I'm building up a zoo. But me feeling like I must really have eyes in the back of my head. Range Rover television, the interior. Red fell asleep in the window. I feel like a bed. I just wanna give thanks for this life.
Yes. Y'all are not this,
the
bro.
Best 6 minutes of my life.
Yo, y'all are not
Said
this.
no woman ever. Sorry.
Don't be that. But y'all are not this, bro. Y'all are not this.
Yo, best 6 minutes ever.
I've never heard anything like this, ever.
You probably have. It's just not registering in the moment, but maybe not. But
maybe not. But I'm
in the moment. Like, I'm feeling
because it sound because what makes it. What I mean by like this specifically, it sounds so real.
Yeah.
Like,
it feels like a real conversation. Yeah, like a dead-ass conversation.
Mic check 1, 2, free school dinners. Now we sacked off the Saxa for sea-salt living. I'm go-funding to bring back peaceful villains. Cody's 38 years, that's an evil sentence. Like I don't love you no more. Dave, I used to be married to the game. I'm a husband no more. All these SM7Bs ain't for us like before. Mike, Billy, Gino, that they just discuss couple wars.
They sure change us. Paper.
Oh, these SM7. Isn't that the mic?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I almost have a mind to wheel this whole thing. I'm not going to, but I want to.
Paper chasing all good till it's divorce papers. Newspapers, court papers, they all ride my wheels. They gon' talk about your wants till they divide your wills. That's how family feels, growing up so fast. 26, feeling like our lives on timers. Lines in the face, you getting feelings to hide it. And hoes lying by their age like Nigerian strikers. Sorry, wait up, can I get this food in containers? Had to move, it was dangerous, seen beautiful places. Bro, I used to have braces, now it's my driver that's on a retainer. But that's just testament to God and his favor. And bro, I wanted a favor, let's see each other more. Catch up and make beats, cause the fans they miss you, I know the fans they miss me. Let's make a track about this dinner and the stamp you gave me. And base it on the book of Samuel, call it chapter 16 if you're down.
So who's gonna get this one then?
Who's say whose project is it going on? Or who's gonna pay for the dinner?
Aye. That's cool. So what's her name? Nah, I'll just fuck with you. Just do your thing, man. But trust me, don't overthink it. Like, it is what it is. If it's gonna be something, it's gonna be something. But I know you. I know what you're like. You're thinking 5-10 years down the line. They got time.
Okay, now I understand.
What's up?
I was wondering why you said Book of Samuel. This is when David gets anointed to be king
What? That's what?
in the Bible. Samuel 16. 1 Samuel 16.
As in the boy picked
Yeah,
the
he
harp?
said, I'm going to dedicate this to the Book of Samuel, call it chapter 16. I was like, what's the significance? So I just double checked. That's the chapter in which David gets anointed to be king.
Passing down from...
Y'all are not this, bro. I can't.
So intentional. And that's what I was really hoping for in this project. Everything. It has the references to his faith. You see it in the visuals. You hear it in the way it sounds. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Like, everything makes sense.
This is brilliant, yo. This is brilliant. You know how you just said that when you get to a certain point, you can only go down from here? That's where I'm at with this right now. I really want him to just hold on to this intentionality.
Let's get the party started. See you at the bar, you was hardly talking. That's when I knew that your heart was scarring. Friends to lovers need a part to star in. Like, wait, babe, let me ask your pardon. This ain't Gucci, this is Prada, darling. If you want something, you can ask me, darling. And you started laughing, cause you think I'm joking. But looking in your eyes, that's the best thing. Great lights, giving you the red skin. You was in a bad mood when we stepped in. Though you checked out before we even checked in. Phone, you gon' vent to your best friend, the one who gave me the lecture. But I ain't gon' sweat you, babe, I'm electric. Catch up with your boy, undress you. Let me tell you why I'm a blessing.
This is music.
Say you want me in the mood, tryna hide my feelings for you. Don't wanna argue, not with you. Tell me why you're so in denial. Hold me close, don't tell me goodnight. Are you down and get me? Tell me when you're ready. I'm ready.
We can get into it, or we can get intimate. The shower when you singing it, better than Beyonce. I like the sound of fiance. You know it's got a little ring to it, and really when I think of it, growing up I didn't ever see marriages. No weddings, no wars, no carriages.
Dave is a lover boy for real. But you know, I had this conversation with somebody, right? I think what Dave is struggling with, which I think he's said it in pieces. I think what he may be having trouble saying directly. He wants to love a woman a certain way. He wants to give that. He wants to have that life, but not seeing it for himself. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
And that's such a difficult thing to express. Because first of all, you're expressing feelings, period. You're expressing romantic feelings. But then it's like you're expressing a sense of incompetence almost.
Yeah.
You already know as a man, period, that's like a taboo emotion. You can't feel or be incompetent. So to be able to say it's like, yo, I want these things, I just don't know. I've never seen it. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, that's real, and that's something I think a lot of guys can relate to.
Facts.
That they may have trouble realizing. I think for a lot of guys who maybe have that experience of bouncing between women or having trouble committing, so you're stepping into uncharted territory. Not having that, first of all, not having somebody to talk to about it. Case in point, talking to Canon. Right? So not having male figures and you have to talk about it, and then also not seeing it as something to emulate that isn't TV. No, that's real life. And on top of that, having the added pressure of you're famous, you got money, so now you have to really be cognizant of. Like there's so many, and on top of the other things he's already expressed in terms of his challenges with his mental health, etc. There's so many layers to this that only just.
We can get intimate. The shower when you singing it better than Beyonce. I like the sound of fiance. You know it's got a little ring to it. And really when I think of it, growing up I didn't ever see marriages. No weddings, no horse, no carriages. I wanna do things different and change the narrative. God knows you're a wild child, beautiful child. I need your help. Looking like you come from the 90s by yourself. My mom's 61 and her favorite line to tell her son is sometimes she wished that she had a girl. I wanna take you back to a time, back to a trip. You had that white wine that I never got to sip, and dinner wasn't ruined cause you never got the pick. I know that everybody told me that I'm sick cause
this feels like a movie soundtrack. Like, this could be in a movie for real. But Thames just got that voice.
What's crazy is I wasn't even crazy about her voice when I first started hearing her. But when I started hearing the music that she makes, her voice is just so angelic on it.
Yeah.
I felt more of Dave in that one.
You mean you feel like it felt more familiar? Like you felt like the Dave that you know?
That felt more like the Dave that I know.
Yeah, it was the least risk taken of all the songs. Not in a bad way, it just was. It was the most like, okay, I'm giving y'all some things you're not comfortable with or you may not be familiar with. That's kind of ground you a little bit. It would have been sick if he had one song with all the features on it. Because he only had but so many features.
Yeah.
There's one song with all of them. That would have been mod.
If I could critique a little bit, like just a small missed opportunity, it's very, very slight because it's really not that important because Thames did this song justice regardless. But like Thames is also known for like songs about the faith. Like she has songs upon songs upon songs about like her faith as a Christian. So for the one song that she's on,
and for it to not lean into it.
And that's why I say it's really, really slight. But it's like just thinking about it like she was the feature that you needed for
for something like that.
So, either way, still a beautiful song.
What if I'm selfish? What if I'm the reason behind it?
4 minutes.
What if I'm overprotected with family because of how mine is? What if I'm jealous? Maybe that's what's making me nervous. What if my effort of pulling you closer, pushing you further? What if I'm selfish? What if the reason they call me the greatest is also the reason that me and you living on different pages? What if I'm too much? What if I settled and I didn't fight? What if my fear of doing it wrong's the reason I haven't been doing it right? What if I'm selfish? What if the kids just want to be kids and don't want to live in and out of the news and chill and don't even want to be rich? And what if I'm so self-centered that I don't even realize what I could miss? And what if I'm falling in the abyss? Maybe it's dark, maybe it's day, maybe it's too many nights in LA. Look at the house, it's sorry and still. All of the feelings we hid in the hills. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, maybe the media, all the provoking. Gave you my heart, I laid it bare. Front of you when you poked it. What if it's better with me out of the way? What if it's better with me out of what if it's better with me out of the way? What if I'm poison? What if I'm cancer? What if I'm dangerous and I'm wild?
Didn't I tell you this one was gonna be the gut punch?
Yeah.
Track like titled Selfish, I already know.
There's no way you can call it that and not. You know what's the only thing I'm feeling now that what happened to the project? I'm just like, damn. It's extremely minor. This is gonna be a rough project to do a tour out of. Like, the songs are obviously great, but to like make like a set for a tour, he's definitely have to pull from his previous catalogs to make a full set list. Because some of these aren't stuff you perform live, for real. Or it's like, it's certain kind of, like you don't do this in the O2 Arena. Like, there's certain things that's like, they're like Madison Square Garden. Kind of thing. Like, this is the kind of thing you do in like one of those like small bougie, like mid-range sized venues where everybody gotta pay hundreds to get in and you perform in a suit and tie. Feel me?
This would also be a great introduction for an older crowd. The reason why I've been such a big fan of Dave is because I feel like every project I listen to by him is telling a story that I directly resonate with for that period of time in my life. Like even this is the same thing, like developing in my faith and trying to step outside of some of the old bad habits that I've had and things like that. I also hear this and I'm like, I see somebody in their 40s, 50s reflecting on life listening to something like this. And it's being written by, he's 20-something.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this man, give this man his flowers, man. Give this man his flowers. I'm telling you, I picture somebody like, whoa, who's that guy? Is he my age? Does he have kids? Like, no, he don't. But his brain is so
far ahead.
Yo, it's crazy.
Forever, forever, forever. I manage the symptoms forever. You can love how you want. I know to give is no loss. Can you settle for a second? Let go of your idea of heaven. I know it's a lot. It might be all I've got. I wanna throw myself in, snap off the mask. I wanna clone that sins and a love that lasts. I wanna escape away, go with you to the carriage. I wanna give you my life, or at least something to cherish. But what if I'm selfish? I've done a lot of things I regret, like announcing I'll split on a text. Don't know why, but I still buy gifts for my ex. Watching the stories to see if she checks. I'm a mess, I don't know if my head's in a game. She told me don't mention her name, or she just...
You know what I love and I respect about Dave? For somebody of his level of quote-unquote status, he's extremely relatable.
Facts.
Like, imagine you're basically a millionaire before the age of 30, and you can get on a song and say, yeah, I'm still watching my ex's stories. I'm still checking to see if she's watching my stories. Like, real people live that. So to hear that in a song, I think what's important about that is that it's very validating for people who have that experience. It's like, okay, so I'm not crazy. Like, but on the other hand, it also makes it less taboo to feel those things or experience those things. Like, Dave, you don't realize you're doing very important work.
Yo.
You're doing very important work with this music. Very important work.
I've done a lot of things I regret, like announcing I'll split on a text. Don't know why, but I still buy gifts for my ex. Watching the stories to see if she checks. I'm a mess, I don't know if my head's in a game. She told me don't mention her name, I'm suggesting the same. I'ma get through the pain, wanna see the sunshine, gotta get through the rain. Back for the trauma, I left on the train. I'm ashamed for the days that I said that I changed. I'm a cheat, starting a therapist check, ran like a baby in the middle of a Harley street. Like I'm fighting a sickness that I can't beat, I'm this low. And then I go mad.
You can feel he's emotional saying it.
This white woman telling me it ain't so bad. Middle of my sentence, she cut me off like, sorry David, we don't have any more time. The appointment till 4 and it's 3:55, bro. I feel like she wouldn't even care if I died. Man, I tried with this therapy shit, man, I tried with this therapy shit, bro. I know, wouldn't even say I'm depressed, but I'm low in the Grove, the casino and Edgware Road. I've got too many cents to atone and a voice in my head like, at this point where you should have been rich, like, at this point where you should have had kids, like, at this point should have built you a life, like, look around you, don't you feel you're behind, like, look around you, don't you feel you're behind, like, look around you, don't you...
You hear his voice cracking, like, this is real.
Chilling,
this
bro.
is real. In my video that I made before this one, I said, like, I hope he doesn't get too deep into the therapy angle. Right now, it makes sense. Like, you really can't, you couldn't go without it. You know, we've talked about, like, hopefully he doesn't do the therapy thing again on this project. Even though we may have felt that way, I think that it's important that he keeps doing it to some degree. If he continues to talk about new things. Because he's talking about, like, yeah, I'm opening up to this white woman, and she's like, yeah, we're over time, and it's 5 minutes left. Like, she probably doesn't even care if I die. there's so many things I can say just about that in and of itself. Like the way that the internet has weaponized this, men need to go to therapy. And that whole thing, so like people aren't even saying it from in good faith. Right? They're saying it's like this big gotcha, like go to therapy, I'm better than you, I'm more emotionally intelligent. But it's like, no, there are people who are going to therapy and this is their experience. 5 minutes left and the therapist is saying, yeah, but we're going over time. If I'm hearing it correctly, I'm pretty sure that's what you said. It's 4 o'clock and it's 3:55. She probably wouldn't even care if I died.
I probably would even withdraw my previous sentiments too about like hoping that he doesn't do the therapy thing. Because I feel like to some degree, it's almost like I'm diminishing the value of what it is that he's presenting in this music. And the other side of it, doing a disservice to the fact that this is genuine.
Yeah. Like,
there are people that talk about the mental health thing in music and it's just like buzzwords. You know, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm so sad, I have to go see a therapist. So, Dave is, Psychodrama was like him scratching the surface, even though the whole project was dedicated to it. Even the way that he spoke about it was still just so surface level. With this, it's like, bro, his voice is cracking.
Yeah. As you said, he's going beyond just the surface level. I'm traumatized. Like, he's actually peeling back the layers for us in real time, for us to see. And he's putting that out there.
Like, this is genuine.
Yeah, he's putting it out there for strangers on the internet to give their critiques and their opinions.
And that's a big risk, yo. It's a big risk.
Yeah.
What if I never find love? Don't know if it's scarier, the four of us two together or being alone. I'm so used to being alone. What if I'm somebody nobody wants? What if I'm damaged, or what if I wait too long and I'm older me? What if I'm colder me? What if I cut off the hand that I hold on me? What if I'm rapidly spiraling, tired and jaded? Or what if I'm faded? Or what if anxiety's growing inside me that I might have left all my besties behind me? Or what if I'm scared as I touch 27 that you don't appear in my idea of heaven? Or what if I'm selfish?
Is that in the midst of me feeling all these things, what if I'm just still thinking about myself too much?
Y'all are not this. I said it. I'm gonna probably say it every track. Y'all are not this, bro. Y'all are not this. Because even at the end of all of that heavy content, this is still just a good song.
Yeah.
Y'all are not this.
The challenge that I have with songs like this, once again, this is one of those songs that I have to listen to it in the project. Like, I'm not putting this in a playlist. I'm not driving listening to this. This was the longest 4-minute song. Like, the 6-minute song didn't feel that long. The 4-minute song felt like an eternity.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say don't ever meet your heroes. It's not like Dave is one of my heroes. I don't really idolize people like that, but I would like to meet him.
I want to give him a hug.
Yeah, like
a genuine, like, yo, dog, like, I get it. Like,
been there.
Yeah.
Like, feel you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, those 3 things. Like, been there, I feel you, and thank you. And we could just go our separate ways after that.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. It's okay to feel those things. You're living a human reality. It's very much, there's nothing wrong with you feeling this way. It's very normal.
White fish on the coast of the Caribbean, my life is a film. Hero and villain, I'm playing both in a script worthy of Spielberg or Christopher Nolan. Reading a constant overachieving, I know I ain't as rich as them people with old money, but I didn't know money, they mocked me online for speaking up on all of our issues and being vocal, the shit that I see on socials. But how can I stay silent when I'm out in Barbados, white people mistreating locals, the villa in Jamaica, but it's owned by the Chinese. Head to the right beach and they're charging us 5 each. They say the Caribbean paradise, like why leave? But how can I be silent when there's blood on the pine trees? Most of us would sacrifice our soul for the right fees. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. White fish on the coast of the Caribbean, my life is a film. Hero and villain, I'm playing both in a script worthy of Spielberg or Christopher Nolan. Reading a constant overachieving, I know I ain't as rich as them people with old money, but I didn't know money, they mocked me online for speaking up on all of our issues and being vocal, the shit that I see on socials. But how can I stay silent when I'm out in Barbados, white people mistreating locals, the villa in Jamaica, but it's owned by the Chinese. Head to the right beach and they're charging us 5 each. They say the Caribbean paradise, like why leave? But how can I be silent when there's blood on the pine trees? Most of us would sacrifice our soul for the right fees. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. You know what I believe, I don't know if I handled it well. It's fuck Coca-Cola, did I stop drinking Fanta as well? I can see the the blood on the lyrics I write for myself. I cried about slavery, then went to Dubai with my girl. Surely I ain't part of the problem, I lied to myself. Jewels that my people died for are a sign of my wealth. My work is a physical weight on my life and my health.
It's signing my wealth. Similarly to what I said about how Dave is talking about his faith in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming and preachy, he's critiquing capitalism. That's what he's doing. He's doing it in a way that's very accessible. He's saying it in a way that wouldn't make people accuse him of being a communist, right? That's a whole other thing in and of itself. But one of the challenges that I have with like internet leftists or people who talk about these things is that once you kind of reach that level of consciousness and understanding, you kind of start talking down at people. Like Dave is talking into himself. Like he's talking inwards. Like, this life that I'm living, I'm blessed and I'm grateful. But every single thing about it is a contradiction. And furthermore, how can I not talk about all these things that I'm seeing? It's in my face. Like the injustice is in my face. The injustice is signing my checks. I have to live with that. Nobody else is doing it in this way. Like, you would want to listen to this as a song.
Even down to the extravagant vacations. He's talking about like, yo, like I'm going to these places and they're being oppressed by people that don't come from there. That's not just a history lesson. Dude is really assessing the situation. That's crazy.
And if you've ever been to the Caribbean, you'll understand what he's saying for real. I wrote a whole paper on it. For those of you who don't know, I was a Caribbean Studies major. That was one of my majors. I was a Caribbean Studies double major, and we visited Jamaica, and we went to all these different kinds of hotels. We stayed with the Maroons in the mountains. We went to the resorts. We went to a regular local hotel. And one of the things that I pointed out when you're visiting these resorts is it feels like a modern plantation. You have all these folks in uniform clothing. They're walking single file. They have to uphold themselves a certain way. Locals aren't even welcome on the beaches. It's like there's so many layers to it. It's like it's just slavery. We're seeing it in real time. And he's articulating that in a way that doesn't sound like I'm throwing a book at you like, read, nigga, read.
You need a soundbite of that one.
My wealth, my work is a physical weight. My life and my health. The last couple years feel like I've been inside on a shelf. I just phoned Sench and I said you inspired myself. I don't feel a spot of jealousy inside of myself. But when I'm all alone, I won't lie, I question myself. Am I self-destructive? Am I doing the best of myself? I know I love music, but I question the rest of myself. Like, why don't you post pictures, or why don't you drop music? Or why not do something but sitting and stressing yourself? 10 years I've been in the game and I won't lie, it's getting difficult. This shit used to be spiritual. We don't need no commentators, we can leave that to the sports. Just listen to the music, why do you need somebody's thoughts? There's some of it constructive, but the most of it is forced. And why we counting the numbers, how the music make you feel? I'm just being real.
I know, I saw some people, especially like the kinds of people who I'm pretty sure his opinions he does respect, but I saw some people, this part was a little bit spoiled for me. I was wondering what song it would be on. Like people like Mimi the music blogger, shout out to Mimi, shout out to C Valentina, talking about like the significance and the importance of commentators in this scene. But as I said before, like the issue with entertainment is that so many of the people in this space haven't like emotionally matured past a certain point, and so that also reflects in how they talk about it. Everything is just either rage bait or glazing. It's one or the other. And there are very few people who know how to really walk that fine line of giving genuine, thoughtful critique, potent commentary, not making it sound like you're reading a book, but also not making it just sound like I'm saying this is amazing, best thing in the world. Like walking that line is very difficult, and I think a lot of people, they just want the quick clout, right? They want to go viral for saying, yo, Dave, this sucks, man. So I understand, and it's what I said before. Like imagine you're putting all of this out there for somebody to give their opinion.
It's a curse of the algorithm.
Especially in the day and age of an algorithm. Like now, it's not even really being filtered by like quality checked. Now anybody can have a voice, and somebody could just yell at the camera, this sucks, this is terrible. And then that goes viral, and now that becomes a sentiment that's echoed because people are people, right? So, yeah, Dave, I get it. Like, as one of those commentators, I understand. And it's same way how, as a rapper, it's difficult to walk that line of relatability and luxury and regret and all these things. It's also difficult to walk the fine line of how do I be honest and genuine? How do I also cater to an audience? How do I not disrespect the person making this art, speak to it with integrity, while also having integrity? It's difficult to walk that line too. Fantano had a video about like how music commentary is dead as well, because it's all just about rage bait in the algorithm. People aren't giving real, genuine journalism anymore. But Neither here nor there.
And I'm playing both in a script worthy of Oscar and Hollywood nominations. I'm throwing money at women in different denominations and killing a conversation. All them people told me keep grinding, be patient. It's weird being famous, trying to navigate the spaces. Feel like a celebrity, but you ain't on the A-list. And you never drop, so you ain't really on the playlist. But your fans love you, you can see it on their faces. America feels so close that you can taste it. 2017 was trying to make it to the Rangers. 2025 I'm trying to make it to the Granges. How do I explain South London and its dangers? Can't recall the last time that we was all together, but all I can remember the Olympics was in Beijing. Moved to Dubai, that's for the taxes that they take in. Or moved to Qatar, feel the breeze on the beach. But how can I explain to my kids that it's fake win? Free but I'm broke, have me feeling like I'm caged in. How do I explain 2 pounds got you 8 wings? How do I explain my ops lost but we ain't win? Girls I'm around had surgery on their hips. How do
The ops lost, but at the end of the day, what did we really get? Like, they lost, but we didn't win. Yo, he has that Kano Wretch 3-2 in him, where it's like he can say something so simple that's so layered and so profound.
Because it's real.
Crazy to me.
It's genuine.
Crazy to me.
Like, and I think that's kind of him taking Kano's advice in that track where he says, yo, don't lose yourself when you're selling yourself. This is core Dave. Dave don't hold back the truth. And the thing is, he's pointing out things that we exist in, that we experience, but we don't pay close attention to until you hear somebody say it out loud, like, whoa.
Girls I'm around had surgery on their hips. How do I explain that I love her the way she is? How do I explain my feelings on having kids? That it wasn't what it was, but it is what it is. How do I explain my niggas are in the hood? And they don't ask for nothing even though they know they could. Cause they rather trap, rob and get it on their own. How do I explain these messages on my phone? I just got a call, my girl sitting in the car. And it says Surge, but Surge with us in the car. I know I might sound like a villain from afar. How do I explain that my mechanic is a chick? Or why is she calling me when I don't even own a whip? Because my license is revoked. I mean, how do I explain that I don't want to heal because my identity is pain? How do I explain, I mean...
Yo, you know how honest you gotta be with yourself to say that? You know how honest you gotta be with yourself? That's so many people. That is so many people. I don't want to heal because my identity is pain. Who am I beyond this? Once I get over that, I have to completely redefine everything that I know about myself. The way in which I've learned how to navigate reality has to be completely flipped on its head because I'm no longer in that space. How do I live that? I don't. I'm going to continue living in the pain because at least I know how. So much is in that one statement. There's so many people out there who can't say that. But people live it when they interact with them. Like you live the repercussions of them not being able to find an identity beyond their pain.
A lot of rappers. How many rappers have we seen go to prison in the last year over things that rich people don't do? Now you look back at the music that they make, and you're like, no, you weren't just rapping about your experiences. You're rapping about your identity. Like, this is you. This has always been you. And even when you got the opportunity to step away from this, it's still you.
I mean, how do I explain that I don't want to heal because my identity is pain? How do I explain? I mean, how do I explain? I went and hit the streets because I didn't want a boss. I ended up at work, I was barely getting paid. For someone that was 2 years above me in my age, I didn't even find it strange. I mean, how do I explain?
Wow.
I missed it, what happened? I was also trying to take and I hit the trees because I didn't want to bust. Like, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That could be a double entendre. I hit the streets because I didn't want to be a bus boy. But I hit the streets because I wanted to have money to not take the bus. That's why I'm trying to take it and see if that's what you're trying to say. And if not, I could believe it if he said that it was. But yeah, what did you hear that made
He said that he became a worker for somebody who was only 2 years older than him. Like, never questioned it. Like,
That's something Potter would say. How Potter's talked about, like, yeah.
Never even questioned that. Like, yo, that's crazy.
52 miles from Marseille, I'm in Miraval. 4 years, 17 days, I ain't been around. I can't lie, it even shocks me that I'm still around. I can't lie, it even shocks me how I'm living now. Staring at this Rachel Jones painting, I'm sitting down. The last thing I drew was a weapon, I'm living wild. Turned 27, but I feel like I'm still a child in this house out in central London I can barely afford. 6 months sober and I feel like I'm Dave again. Drinking all my pain and my sorrows away again. I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years, I'll be looking at ATMs.
Withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Y'all are not this. Y'all are not this. Y'all are not this. Listen to me. You guys are not this. If you think that your favorite rapper is this, he is not. I keep telling you guys, stop playing with Santan Dave. He is the hangman specialist. He comes from South. He gonna tell you he come from South, and he gonna show you what he's about. You get me? All right, big time forward.
I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years, I'll be looking at ATMs. Who's the best artist in the world? I'm saying Thames. Maybe James Blake or Jim on the day, depends. Let's see who quits now, we ain't getting paid again.
I respect that shout.
I'm just here drinking liquor by myself. Is my music just becoming a depiction of my wealth? Never trust a girl whose lock screen's a picture of herself. I had to learn that shit myself. Now I'm sitting by myself with no girl. Like shit, I really did this to myself. 27 and I'm terrified of living by myself. Cause there's a kid inside myself I haven't healed. And me and him debate each other. I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other. My parents couldn't even save each other, made each other unhappy. Used to be excited by the block, but size doesn't matter. You supplying it or not, sling a shot. I could have really killed a giant with a rock, but that's a life that I forgot.
David and Goliath.
Yeah.
Remember how you said like he's peeling back more, like he's giving more? Before it was very like, he's talked about the kind of iffy relationship between his parents. Now he's over, like they hated each other.
Bro, I don't know if I was ready for this project.
Whoa. I gotta pull that whole last little
Go
bit.
for
I'm
it.
living wild, turned 27, but I feel like I'm still a child in this house out in central London I can barely afford. 6 months sober and I feel like I'm Dave again. Drinking all my pain and my sorrows away again. I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years I'll be looking at ATMs. Who's the best artist in the world? I'm saying Thames. Maybe James Blake or Jim on the day, depends. Let's see who quits now, we ain't getting paid again. Yeah. I'm just here drinking liquor by myself. Is my music just becoming a depiction of my wealth? Never trust a girl whose lock screen's a picture of herself. I had to learn that shit myself. Now I'm sitting by myself with no girl. Like shit, I really did this to myself. 27 and I'm terrified of living by myself. Cause there's a kid inside myself I haven't healed. And me and him debate each other. I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other. My parents couldn't even save each other, made each other unhappy. Used to be excited by the block, but size doesn't matter. You supplying it or not, sling a shot. I could have really killed a giant with a rock, but that's a life that I forgot. And my young boys are sliding over what? I don't know, cause I ain't spoke to him.
That in and of itself, that David, first of all, it's David and Goliath. His name is David. The biblical references. Sling a shot. Shotting, selling, rocks. Like that whole. Golly.
I'm not jumping out of my seat because I'm taking it in. Like this is, he just keeps getting better. It's scary. I don't know what his ceiling is gonna be. Like he just keeps getting better.
You just made the intro to this video, by the way. I hope you understand that. That's gonna be the intro to this video.
And then I question, will I live my life and resent? Is anybody ever gonna take my kindness for strength? I gave Tisha the world, it weren't enough and then she went. Everybody's making content, but nobody's content. Safe space, can I vent? It crept up. My girl cheated on me when I was next up. It made me want it even more, man, it's messed up. I'm still walking around the veil with my chest out. I don't wanna leave my house because I'm stressed out. You done me dirty, you didn't even tell a lie. It ain't about what you said, it's what you left out. My whole life I've been feeling like I'm left out. If you fuck another girl, she say you cheated on her. And if she fuck another man, she say she stepped out.
Oh my
and if
God.
you ask about Dave, they say the best out. Yeah. And I survived all these errors, cause I barely made any. I'm just speaking how I feel. Yeah. Fucked up speaking how I feel. Recording to the morning, I ain't even had a meal. I dropped Joni home and fell asleep behind the wheel. Driving at 100 an hour, I switch gears. I ain't spoke to 169 in 6 years. Don't even get me started on this shit's weird. Call me what you want, but with music I'm sincere. You wanna?
I always wondered why he hasn't had a 169 collab. He hasn't spoken to him since basically right after he made my 19th birthday.
Driving at 100 an hour, I switch gears. I ain't spoke to 169 in 6 years. Don't even get me started on this shit's weird. Call me what you want, but with music I'm sincere. You wanna know the reason it's taken me 4 years? It's not cause I'm surrounded by yes men and sycophants. It's cause I'm with producers and people that give a damn. It's me who's gotta carry the pressure, I live with that. All I thought about is the song we could give the fans when I was out there getting stood up by artists I'm bigger than. I don't want no girls around with my niece if they visit, man.
Getting stood up by artists I'm bigger than.
First of all, before we even get to that part, before we even go there, because he answered what I said. I wonder if he feels the pressure of like, it's exactly what he's talking about right now. But furthermore, one of the things that I was hoping, I was like, it would have been dope to see like even more like emerging, like up and coming artists on there. Now to hear him say like, no, I tried. I'm getting stood up by people I'm bigger than. Put that aside. There's so much to unpack in that. And then, as we said about taking your time, making it make sense. It don't gotta be about these rapid releases. Like, take your 4 years, because we know when you return, it's gonna be this. I'm not gonna lie, Dave is the best. If anybody's ever questioned it, Santan Dave is currently the best in the UK. He set the bar with this project.
They might see the way that I'm living, I figured that I wanna be a good man, but I wanna be myself too. And I don't think that I can do both, so I can't let her too close. It hurts, but I'm still moving. Feel like it's me versus me, and I'm still losing.
Yo, my boy, it's just like what you saying. You know, man, I had to check you on your fucking birthday, my boy. More life, my guy. And soon out, don't even watch that. What are you saying though, bro? I know you got space one of them 8-minute, 9-minute tracks to give man a shout out. Tell the people that my story. The man already know what I was on. The man don't know my team. Come on, bro. I know you got me. Alright, lastly, my sis, Tamar. I beg you check in with her, please. Make sure she's blessed while I'm gone. Make sure she's safe. Hey, soon home, my boy. Love.
This is the best one, but I'm still might be thinking that 24 might be my favorite one.
Mm-hmm. It almost feels like that didn't need to be part of the birthday series.
Nah, you know why it made sense? Because all of them kind of opened up with like what he was doing, and that's like kind of like, I know how Drake does the whatever AMs and PMs and da 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 da. When you juxtapose it with all the others, you hear the growth, you hear the gradual opening up, you hear the my life is getting better but getting worse at the same time. Like you hear it and you feel it. So that's why I appreciate it, because it's like I'm looking forward to hearing, his 31st, his 35th, his 40th. Like, as you said, we're growing up with him.
Word.
And that's one of the things that I love about Dave, is that he's not trying to force himself to stay in the caricature version of him that we were introduced to and ride out a career with that. It's like, no, I'm going to continue to grow. If you rock with me, you rock with me, because you're growing up too. That's one of the things that we talk about, like with Jay-Z and like 444, and why that's such an important album. As you say, that's grown man rap.
Yeah.
Like, that was what a grown 50-something-year-old should sound like.
And in terms of, like, growing up with him, too, it's even captured in, like, the themes of some of the songs, not only just the lyrics. A song like Clash, you're not going to find on a project like this.
You're not. It wouldn't make sense on a project like this.
Right. But a song like Clash, at the point where Dave was at in his life.
It made sense for that point in time, but I almost feel like it didn't even make sense for that project, for real.
Yeah?
It made sense in the way that I reordered it, because I made it make sense, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, because I feel like listening to Psychodrama, it's almost like there was a context that the songs were supposed to fall into, right, for Psychodrama. We're All Alone in This Together started to feel more like a diary, right? Like, he started tapping into not only his experiences, but his thought process. He's starting to be more in touch with the things that are happening around him in the world. Like, even bringing up historical context and looking at the present, bringing up the Windrush babies. Like, growing to a point where like, all right, I've amassed this wealth. That's why I have a track like Clash. And then that's also why I still have a survivor's guilt, because I'm at this peak now and I'm looking at some of my peers like, wow, I couldn't bring y'all with me. But then he gets here and he's like, yeah, all of that stuff don't even matter to me right now. He's experienced it already. Like, there's nothing to glamorize with it anymore. Even he has a song saying no weapon formed against him can't prosper, and he didn't spend the whole 4 minutes talking about how rich he is. Like, this entire project has been removing himself from his wealth and fame.
All of that, word. And showing what really comes with it for real. Taking another step, what comes with him. Like, if we're talking about like him wanting to have children, or he didn't necessarily say wanting to have children, but it's like wanting to get married and find love, etc. It's like, no, this is what comes with me. On top of the riches and the trauma, like this is what comes with me. On top of that.
You robbed the man and he feel marvelous. Just
this is the 20 to 1.
I used to see him at my church, it was his margin.
Say he robbed him.
This kid for kicking ball and he was hard.
It's gotta be the 20 to 1 moment.
He could have made it professional, had a trial, we told him he got a chance. My God, we said the streets ain't nothing nice, he said let's see. He's trying to take a trip and put that to the test. He's trying to turn 4.5 into a 9. Divide that shit into decimals, make it stretch. First time I ever met him, I said he's blessed. But if he can't even keep it real with himself, I'm not shocked if he's lying to me. Ask my young boy what he's trying to be, and he don't want a good girl, he want a hoe. He don't want a good job, he want a gun. And he don't want a cute ball, he want a bar.
Now we gotta run it. Originally, I was saying, I'm not sure if Potter would have made sense on this, because he like commented something about being the feature on the thing or whatever. Potter would make sense on this. I could already hear his voice, the raspy ass voice, just jumping in.
Instead of shooting dice out there, I was shooting guns. Instead of phoning up a girl, I had to phone my mums. Because I was rolling with the bums. They were serving buns to all the bums. And I was just one of the other bums. So...
My God, we said the streets ain't nothing nice, he said let's see. He's trying to take a trip and put that to the test. He's trying to turn 4.5 into a 9. Divide that shit into decimals, make it stretch. First time I ever met him, I said he's blessed. But if he can't even keep it real with himself, I'm not shocked if he's lying to me. Ask my young boy what he's trying to be.
I hear Potter's voice.
He don't want a hoe. He don't want a good job, he want a gun. And he don't want a cute ball, he feel marvelous. He robbed the man and he feel marvelous. Just like only 17, he got that dog in him. I used to see him at my church, it was his margin. We know this kid for kicking ball and he was hard. He could have made it professional, had a trial, we told him he got a chance.
This is one of those.
He said let's see. He's trying to take a trip and put that to the test. He's trying to turn 4.5 into a 9. Divide that shit into decimals, make it stretch. First time I ever met him, I said he's blessed. But if he can't even keep it real with himself, I'm not shocked if he's lying to me. Ask my young boy what he's trying to be, and he don't want a good girl, he want a hoe. He don't want a good job, he want a gun. Now my young boy's so different, I don't know, but I pray he feel incredible. He's showing, man, he feel incredible. Just sidetrapping 22 into he's terrible. He wanna travel to the States, he's ineligible. Said he's a criminal, now he's doing numbers on his phone. But youngers of his own, a Glock the man and bought him and a Russian of his own. He's got some pagans that he beefs, evading the police. Been going crazy from the day he got released. Cause now he's in a Cali, we grab a leaf, cocaine, Hennessy. Robberies, bank fraud, OT, enemies. He fuck with the Leah, fuck a Lisa, Stephanie. And he got some cases we don't know if he can ever be. And he look at us like we some people he can never be. We should've never made our youngest older 17. All I ever wanted was for you to be a better you. All I ever wanted was for you to be a better me. Fuck about a salary, just sad.
He hasn't let go of the harmony, melody, whatever it is. He hasn't let go of it yet.
And it's so good.
And it's perfect. Potter would have been the icing on the cake here, for real, for real.
You don't want a good girl, you want a hoe.
Pussy, money, weed, but I can't forget the Hennessy. Drop top, one in the head like John Kennedy. And you blinded by the love, then you never see the jealousy. Probably why I smoke like a hippie in the 70s. My mother was a hustler, I guess it's just hereditary. Car can't seem to overgrind, had a pen of me. Come on, pushing weight, call it hustle memory. Bricks on the floor like a primary school assembly.
I think the thing that makes it so powder coated is also the strings. Because even I've been having trouble trying to figure out, like, then what would a Potter and Dave song even sound like? Like what kind of space can they both coexist in musically and creatively? This is it.
You know who else I could hear on here too? Nines. He touches on some of those themes in his songs, talking about like his upbringing and where he's at now. And I could see him being on something like this, like, back then I wanted this, now I want this. Back then I didn't want the good job, I wanted the gun. Back then I didn't want the good girl, I wanted the...
Reg 3-2.
Yeah.
Just from what you're talking about, from that, like the maturity standpoint? Fact, let's run that back a little bit.
All I ever wanted was for you to be a better you. All I ever wanted was for you to be a better me. Fuck about salary, just side smoking celery. Started recreationally, but now they do it medically. It's weighing on me, that shit weighing on me heavily. I think about it regularly, just size in the jailhouse. In penitentiary and charges that were meant for me. Facing them potentially, but he was just protecting me. Before you think to step to me, just know my youngin' next to me, and God knows. You don't want a good girl, you want a home. You don't want a good job, you want a gun.
Yo.
You don't want to get a booty, you want a bar. And he don't want to make friends, you want a gang. And he don't want to stack money, you want a bang.
Yo.
So different, I don't know about free or better. No, my young.
Sorry.
He feel marvelous.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only 17, he got that dog in it.
Sorry.
See him at my church, it was just marginal. We know this kid for kicking ball and he was hard. He could have made a professional.
This Huck is mad.
My God.
What a
hoe. He said the streets at 9 nights, he said let's go. You don't want a good job, you want a gun. And he don't want a cute ball, he want a bar. And he don't want to make friends, he want a gang. And he don't want to stack money, he want a bang. How my young boy so different, I don't know about pretty or bad. How my young boy so different, I don't know about pretty.
I'll tell you one thing, this wasn't the 20-1 moment.
If it was.
Yeah.
20-1. Yo.
My God.
Yo.
Yo.
No notes. Save that for the flipping analysis video. No notes. On to the next.
She was 24. Last week told me something you can't be ready for. I'm on the death of our innocence. I'm on the death of her innocence, let the Henny pour.
It's the killer story moment.
Some weeks ago she was in a cab. I felt sick to my stomach, cause when I listened back, driver was acting all forward, I should've drawn a line. She wasn't worried about it, it happens all the time. What you doing after this? What you want? What's wrong? Why are you moving so stiff? Come back to the AP, what friend, what? Don't worry about her, you ain't her dad, that's long. I follow her home, call her a cab or what? I feel like I seen you before, what? You from Bex, you know, Thames, fucking. Are you getting back to ends and I ain't saying that's weird? But it kinda is. She busy throwing up, he's trying to take her to the crib, but that's the culture of the club, right? All games fair. And if she don't like it.
And it's one of the things that's like, we know that's the reality. Like, this is real. Like, that's why I said it's gonna be the killer story moment. I already knew. Twins said, let me tell you the story. I'm gonna say, you already know where this is going. Crazy.
So far, he's protected her.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah.
Fingers crossed that we get through the whole song and she was protected the whole time.
Yeah.
Archway, I got out the car. It's quiet and I'm walking up this long hill. Faint sound, cold chills. I swear I just heard a familiar voice. Inside of the club, outside of the club. Was it that first cab? I swear I know the voice. Think fast, that's my only choice. He's coming up, I hear him running up. I ran and I tripped, I fell and I buckled. My belt in a buckle, my keys in my knuckles. He's grabbing my hair, I'm screaming to stop. I'm hitting him hard, it's turning him on. The burning's gone, my body is so cold. I'm frozen and fit, except in my fate. His hands on my waist, I think that I threw my keys in his face. I ran and he chased, I stumbled on a group of 3 that were leaving. I ran towards them, didn't notice that my feet, they were bleeding. And that's when I called, praying that you be there recording. The only person that I know who's up at 3 in the morning. I sound mad, but if you ain't a girl, I guess you don't know the feeling.
You're watching what you wear because you're worried about making it home. Walking with your phone to your ear and you ain't on the phone. Can't walk on the same side of the pavement alone.
And you know what's the thing that annoys me about moments like this is that the people who need to receive this message aren't. They're probably not even listening to this album. So it's like, it's one of those where it's such a necessary thing to talk about. But then for me, I kind of start questioning, like, okay, you make the music, you get the message out, you express yourself, but it's just like, aside from maybe the therapeutic aspect of making the art, I'm just like, what does it end up even accomplishing in the end? Because people who do it, they know what they're doing is wrong. So it's kind of just like, aside from those who already understand, like, what does it end up accomplishing? You know, it makes you wonder, and I'm genuinely interested. It's like, what's the mindset behind somebody when they sit down and they put themselves through writing this? Because it's one thing to live it, it's one thing to hear it, but it's like to write it, proofread it, perform it, record it, hear it back, retake. Like, I'm genuinely curious as to what that thought process is like. Like, what inspires you to say, I'm gonna put this on wax, and I'm gonna put that out there, whether or not it's the experience, etc. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say.
That's a good question.
Fucking good guy and I'm making it known, but I'm just making it known that if you ain't a girl, I guess you don't know the feeling. Or checking the child lock, or seeing the air tag, a 5-minute walk home, feeling like 5 miles. Maybe if these people would police our cities where they police our bodies, then maybe fucking hell. Maybe every woman that I know wouldn't be stuck as well. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask. It looks like that flirty cab driver and guys that feel entitled because you're standing in that section. Short-tempered men, the ones that struggle with rejection. I knew a girl called that was in so deep she thought violence was affection. I know some women wouldn't want a man's help because so many of them want the same reward for their protection. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask. It looks like that kid in the group chat that jokes about, and he won't ever stop because there's no one to correct him. And he might even do it because the system will protect him. Algorithm gonna find some people just like him. They hate women too, okay, yeah, fuck it, let's connect him.
That's what I love about Day 2. He's always so current when he talks about these issues. When he made Black, when he made pretty much that whole last album, especially the song talking about the Windrush generation, every time Dave puts out one of these songs that have this potent social commentary, it always feels so relevant. And the way that he's saying it, like, yes, that is the reality right now. Like, a person can go on the internet, and once they watch enough videos and click enough links, the algorithm knows to feed it people just like him, and that behavior never gets corrected. Like, that's a very current, like, that's 2025.
Yeah.
He always talks about these things in such a just relevant way.
Femicidal shit when that's suggested. Somebody just asked you on a date, it was your dentist. He just went downstairs and got your number from reception. Used to be nice and I remind him of his little girl. 2 weeks later he wants a sexual connection. Danger doesn't look like no killer in a mask. Who you even talking to? Women hunted down by the people they say reported to. Honestly, I wouldn't have the solitude or fortitude. Try and humanize you, she could be somebody's daughter you. As if that's the reason that them fellas shouldn't slaughter you. God forbid that they offend the people you're belonging to. Objectify you just the way I do in every song. Tomorrow's never wrong.
You know what this actually is? What's that song from Psychodrama? This is that moment. You know the one. Leslie.
Oh, yeah.
She never lied, no men aside. The femicide, the cat calls, the long stares, the kind words, the lines blurred. Call her out, impersonate her. All know a victim, don't know a perpetrator. Am I one of them? The men of the past, the cat called, I spoke in the bars. I'm complicit, no better than you. I told stories of, cause sit on the fence, it's hardly an option. You either part of the solution or part of the problem.
Facts.
I will say, in the context of this project,
it sticks out in an awkward way. It does.
Just critiquing it from a musical perspective. The content is necessary.
Yeah, but it definitely does. It definitely does stand out in the project. Yeah, it does.
This won't be a drill beat, like drum pattern. It's so crazy, you guys sound like hi-hats right now, bro.
I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? In 1940, if I was enlisted to fight for the nation, or in 1960, if I had to fight for the rights of my people, and laid out my life on the line so my grandkids could live a life that's peaceful, would I be on that? Would I be front line? That's what I'm thinking. If I was alive in the 1912 and the Titanic and it was sinking, who am I saving? Am I fighting women and children, or am I waiting? I wonder. What would I do in the next generation? Battle of Kabbalah. If they captured me for the sake of my father, would I stand on my honor like Hussein did and then tell them to make me a martyr? Would I re-get smarter? Forgive my oppressor, stick to the creed. If I got locked inside like Nelson Mandela but never was free, I see a white man dance to rumba. Ain't studied Patrice Lumumba, but get on the stage and sing like...
You enjoying our art, but you have no respect for our history.
I wonder, what would I do in the next generation? Would I fight for justice? Is it the reason my mum named me David? How can you be king? How can you be king? Don't speak for the people. Them man try to draw me out and compare like me and these niggas are equal. I'm a black man and this bozo saying my music's socially conscious, while the man them trolling responses. This world's gone totally bonkers. I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? But I'm knowing the answer, cause what am I doing in this generation? Afraid to speak, I don't want to risk in my occupation. We got kids under occupation. Our parents, they wouldn't get that. The people that died for our freedom spoke on justice, couldn't accept that. I talk about the money in all my accounts, so why don't I speak on the West Bank? Remember, growing up prejudice. Remember, growing up prejudice, the damage 7/7 did, extremists and terrorists. I was afraid of the Taliban, can't speak out on illegal settlers, now I'm afraid of a shadow ban. What would I do in the next generation? Critiquing African leaders for selling our country's natural resources to the West for peanuts. If they don't hear, they'll feel us. I question what I'm alive for. And can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? What am I willing to die for? What am I doing in this generation? I get in my head sometimes. I feel like I'm in despair. That feeling of total powerlessness.
You know what I love about Dave's music? He's really like holding the mirror up to himself. But in doing that, he's holding it up to you as the listener too.
Facts.
Cause like, I highly doubt he's making this music with the intent of feel bad about yourself. But it's really just like, oh man, like
what would I do in this generation?
Like he's asking himself questions that we already should be asking ourselves. For real, for real, for real, for real. It's too layered and nuanced for a YouTube video, especially with just all the things happening in the world, period. These are necessary conversations to have with yourself, necessary things that to be said out loud. Like we're living history. We're living the kind of things we read textbooks about now. It's scary. Like it's understandable why people don't want to confront that, because it's not comfortable.
Thinking back to the personalities of those that were in those times and the things that they wouldn't have allowed, the things that they were uncomfortable with and made sure they did something about, like put their lives on the line to make change. And then you think about the fact that we are in the most connected time ever, and we are also in the laziest response to outrage ever, because we get distracted so quickly. And he's touching on that too. Like we have the ability, but none of us, as you said, like doing that reflection and looking like, like should we be doing something about this? Like,
yeah, I mean that's also how these systems operate. Like it gives you so many things to have to worry about in your own life that you can't even begin to worry about somebody else's life. This is a very individualistic society, and it forces you to have to be that way.
What am I willing to die for? What am I doing in this generation? I get in my head sometimes. I feel like I'm in despair. That feeling of total powerlessness. I get that sinking feeling that good ain't defeating evil. I put that pain on vinyl, but feel like that shit ain't moving a needle. But there's no other option, it's a process. Gotta stand and protest, cause they want man silenced, cause they want man dead or they want man hopeless. In the next generation, I spoke with my ancestors in the night and I showed them. They spoke with tears in their eyes for the brothers they lost and said it was progress. How can it be progress? I asked them, confused, disgusted. They said, David, just so you could fight this, you know my suffering touched us. And you got a chance, we come from a time and a place where you couldn't get justice. Had to find peace in the fact that we all answer to the one that we trusted. And in our generation we did do peaceful protests just like you, burnt buildings just like you, did boycotts just like you. I know that you question your character, I know that you suffer in silence, I know that it don't feel right when you go to the club in Victoria Island. Cause how can you dance in a club there's 100 people begging outside it? I know the sins of your father, I know that you're desperate to fight them. So step in your purpose, speak for your people, share all your secrets, expose your emotions. You might not see, but there's people that need it, never demand it. And if you can run it.
We say it's speaking your emotions, it's people who need it. There are people who need to hear themselves through somebody else. and know that there are other people hearing it through them to know that you're seeing, as they say, like you're not alone. We're all alone in this together.
Never demand it, and if God can grant it, manifest it and receive it. Your name is David, and that covenant's sacred. You got a promise, so keep it, deep it. That man talking the thing, but I bleed it. Man wanna speak on the scene, but I've seen it. Tried in the fire, but I get some anointed. Canon passed me the torch, I received it. God told me I'm the one, I believed it. Shout hollow man, cause he helped me achieve it. I'm the youngest of my brothers. Father, he's the burden on our mothers. Give these niggas money, see their colors. Don't mix me with them, I'm not the one. Dry in the mist of summer when it comes. I'm Abraham, I sacrificed the son. Where I'm from, they sacrifice the son. Hold up, I ain't finished, I ain't done. My ancestors told me that my life is prophecy. And it's not just me, it's a whole generation of people gradually making change. They ain't a greater task, shift that, make a name, make a start. They'll know what they're facing when they ask. With a will of David in my heart, the story of the boy who played the
harp. Blood clots.
One, I'm happy my prediction was incorrect when it came to the production, because it would have taken away from the message.
Oh, if it became a drill. It had elements in it, you know. The underlying drum pattern was drilly.
It was on the cadence.
Yeah, drillish, but it wasn't. I'm pretty sure that probably was 140 though.
Yeah.
That felt like it was definitely 140.
But I think a hard kick in this would have taken so far away from this. I think no kicks, no deep bass, just was what it needed to be. It's very hard for me to give my comment on the song without addressing the project, right? Because the same feeling I had in the beginning, what I asked for, like, if you're setting the tone this way, please let this be the tone throughout. He accomplished it. And he closed it masterfully. Y'all are not this. For those of you who don't appreciate this, I won't insult you, but I do recommend that you check yourself and really question what it is about this that you don't appreciate. The second thing I will say is for anybody who's new to Dave and this is your introduction to him, if you go back, it gets good, but I think this is a lot better than Dave fans may be giving it credit for. And that's all I'm gonna say.